We're going to begin tonight with the battle for America's vote. We are just 9 weeks away from Election Day, and Joe Biden today making his most forceful attack yet on the president. Both campaigns digging into this central question: who will keep America safe? Biden on his first campaign trip since accepting the Democratic nomination, calling President Trump a, quote, toxin who is fanning the flames of violence, telling voters he would keep America safe from Donald Trump. President Trump firing back, calling Biden weak, accusing him tonight of blaming the police and giving, quote, moral aid to vandals. And that violence referring to the unrest in Kenosha, Wisconsin, following the shooting of Jacob Blake. Trump is headed to Kenosha tomorrow, despite protests from officials there who think his presence will only inflame matters. And the president is also referring to Portland, Oregon, where state police tonight are bracing for more protests there, as officials look for the person who shot and killed a man affiliated with a right-wing group. Now, all this against the backdrop of the coronavirus. The U.S. today crossing a remarkable milestone: over 6 million cases and more than 183,000 lives lost. And only on CBS News tonight we'll hear from the head of the FDA after comments he made caused confusion over the weekend. Is the FDA under pressure to fast-track a vaccine before the November election? Well, we have a lot of news to get to and a team covering it all. We're going to begin tonight with CBS's Paula Reid at the White House. Good evening, Paula.
Good evening, Nora. Well, the gloves came off in the presidential race today. Joe Biden accused President Trump of fanning the flames of violence in this country instead of fighting them. And a short time ago, President Trump accused Biden of sharing an agenda with rioters.
Does anyone believe there'll be less violence in America if Donald Trump is reelected? We need justice in America. We need safety in America.
Joe Biden unleashed on President Trump today for tweets praising those involved in violent protests in Portland.
Donald Trump looks at this violence and he sees a political lifeline. Trump posts an all-caps tweet screaming "law and order" to save his campaign.
The former vice president condemned the violence.
Rioting is not protesting. Looting is not protesting.
And said the president's law and order campaign slogan was actually a sign of weakness.
He may believe mouthing the words "law and order" makes him strong, but his failure to call on his own supporters to stop acting as an armed militia in this country shows how weak he is.
Amid violence in cities like Seattle, Kenosha, and Portland, where a member of a far-right political group was killed over the weekend, President Trump has harshly criticized the local Democratic leaders.
And the people in Portland should protest because the mayor doesn't know what he's doing.
Wisconsin's governor and Kenosha's mayor have both warned the president's visit tomorrow would hinder the healing process.
Donald Trump has been a toxic presence in our nation for 4 years, poisoning how we talk to one another, poisoning how we treat one another.
President Trump has repeatedly claimed that a Biden victory will fuel the unrest in cities across the country.
No one will be safe in Biden's America.
Today, Biden punched back.
And I find it fascinating. Quote, "You won't be safe in Joe Biden's America." And what's their proof? The violence we're seeing in Donald Trump's America. These are not images of some imagined Joe Biden America in the future. These are images of Donald Trump's America today.
Tonight, President Trump claimed Biden and the rioters were working together.
The rioters and Joe Biden have a side. They're both on the side of the radical left.
Ask yourself, do I look like a radical socialist with a soft spot for rioters? Really?
Asked tonight if he thought that his trip to Wisconsin tomorrow could increase tensions, President Trump said he believes it could actually increase enthusiasm and respect for the country. And Joe Biden says he, too, may travel to Wisconsin soon. Nora.
It is a battleground state, certainly, in this election. Paula Reid, thank you.